Hey everybody, it's Paul once again showing you yet another project. You know, I like showing my stuff off, but more than anything, I'd like people to be able to go in their shop or garage or wherever and pick up their own tools and try to make something themselves. So um, today we're going to be focusing on this. It's a little birdhouse I made 15 years ago based on a 1953 Bell camper. It's first one I bought years back. But anyway, made of plywood, covered with flashing, just throwing on a little doodad here and there to cutesify it. Anyway, I'm going to show you the whole process that I went through to create this. So if that interests you, stay tuned. So what I've done is create a little template for my birdhouse. Here's some dimensions. Took two of these, screwed them together, used them on the bandsaw. You can use your jigsaw. There you go. There's your two halves. Here's the base. 8.5 there. What was that? 5 3/4 there. 45-degree cuts. That's going to go here. This is going to go there. Cut out my two sides. Again, using these as a template, drawing them out, and then giving myself another 1/2 inch around the edge. And then you can see how I clipped it. So this will be bent in toward the plywood like this, all the way around. And then we'll put our final roof over the top of that. But you can kind of see, if you look hard, the little scratches that I made. 1-inch crutch type or a cane type boot. I'm going to use that for the propane tank. I scavenged some thin wiring. I'll be using this for the plumbing. Here's some little chain you can find at a hardware store. About 3/16 steel rod that I got. I'll be using that for making my trailer hitch. The wheels are wood. I'm going to be cutting mine out with a 2 1/4 inch hole saw. Just an old board I have around. I think it's cedar. That's cedar. All right, here's the beginnings of our two wheels. So I got a bolt the same size as the pilot drill, 2 washers, and a nut. Tighten that down tight. Here you can see where I notched out the baseboard. So the wheel is in a little further than the outer skin here. I'll match that up there. And that's where I'll drill my hole. I'm using these little guys here. I have to re-drill these out a little bigger, but it makes for a nice little hubcap. And there's our wheels. Got the bird opening marked out there. I'm just going to cut this with a hole saw. There we go. Now we need some bug screen. Start pulling up the tabs. Gotta be careful on this, you could easily cut yourself. Hopefully I don't. There we go. So on the original camper, I pounded these little nails in by hand. Today, I'm going to be utilizing a nice little tool that I have. It's a Porter cable brad and nail gun. And I'm using these brads. Speeds things up quite a bit. Next, I'm going to work on this little trailer hitch here. So it's just a matter of doing 2 bends here, and 1 there. Piece of rod I'm going to be using is a little less in diameter than this guy, but it'll work out pretty good. That'll work. It's my little crank. Here's some 1-inch tubing, and that'll go like so. There we go. Okay, got a little magnet here holding up the propane tank holder. Well, that sucked. Ah, God damn it. Oh. Now I got the plumbing in there. Little collar, just made from a small piece of PVC. Unfortunately, the crank is not in a great position. But oh well, maybe nobody will notice. Now let's attach the sides. So now we pre-drill the holes, add a few mounting nails. These are just drywall nails. And mount it to the base. Should be about 6 3/4, yeah. 23 inches on the button. We want to measure out the window and scribe that onto the roof before we nail this in place. And that's good enough, in my opinion. Okay, let's add the roof. I'm going to start off in a corner here. This is going to be flat in the back, so you can access the back end and clean this out. Start in this front corner here. Just 1 brad. All right. We're going to stop right about here with the brads. Now I'm going to add 2 nails I've done here, and that'll secure it down. Now we can bend this up and clean it out. We'll add 2 screws like yay, keep it secure. Well, I was lamenting not finding any taillights, but look what I found. There we go. I was gonna put some Rust-Oleum primer, paint this guy up. I think I'll do that next. So I bought this pipe at Lowe's for about $17. Another little fitting for about 6 or so bucks. Let's mount that guy. So there you go, vintage birdhouse. I think it turned out pretty good. Hope you enjoyed this. There's a lot more at my website, elkinsdiy.com. Check it out. Lots of stuff there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.